Hi, welcome to the Bellamy Mansion virtual field trip. The Bellamy Mansion is a historic mansion that is now a museum in downtown Wilmington. Here are some guided questions that you can think about as we go through the virtual field trip. Can you think about some ways that the Bellamy Mansion has changed over time? Do you think that the Bellamy Mansion is the exact same as it was years ago? Are things in the world different than they were in the 1800s? Can you point out the 5 themes of geography? Remember, their location, place, region, movement, and human interaction. The Bellamy Mansion is located in Wilmington, North Carolina. Wilmington, North Carolina is a beach town that is also a port city. In Wilmington, the Bellamy Mansion is located in the downtown area. Downtown Wilmington is known for all of the historic sites that you can see, varying from the river to Market Street. There are over 250 blocks that make up historic downtown Wilmington. The exact address for the Bellamy Mansion Museum is 503 Market Street, Wilmington, North Carolina. In this picture, you can see how the Bellamy Mansion Museum lies on the corners of Market Street and 5th Street. What is the Bellamy Mansion, you may ask? Let's read what this historic sign says that is found right outside the front door of the Bellamy Mansion. Classical style house built by slaves and free black artisans for John Bellamy, physician planter and business leader, and wife Eliza Harris. After the fall of Fort Fisher in 1865, commandeered as Union Army headquarters during the occupation of Wilmington. Remained in family until 1972, when transferred to non-profit Bellamy Mansion. Opened as the Bellamy Mansion Museum of History and Design Arts by Preservation, North Carolina in 1993. These are the iron gates that lead up to the front door where that sign is found. Here are some pictures of the landscaping around the Bellamy Mansion. It was recently featured in the Azalea Festival Garden Tour. Here is one of the first photos found of the Bellamy Mansion. Note that it is 4 stories tall and is over 150 years old. This is a photo of John and Eliza Bellamy. They were the first owners of the house. The year of 1867 is the year that the Bellamy family first moved into the mansion. John Bellamy moved to Wilmington to further his education in medicine. John later married Eliza Harris. The new John and Eliza Bellamy moved into their house off of Market Street with their 8 children. The Bellamy was their city home, and they were one of the most prominent families in Wilmington. This is actually the children's floor in one of their bedrooms. This is the kitchen. And this is the dining room. Something really fun and interesting about these windows is that they actually open up and create doors that you can walk through. Another interesting fact is that the mansion has 16 fireplaces. So, there were also 9 slaves that lived in the slave quarters located in the back corner of the property. Today, the slave quarters still stand, but do we have slaves now? The answer is no. So it goes to show just how old the mansion is and how much times have changed. This is where the slaves used the restroom, and this is where the slaves would climb the stairs in the house. This is the dining room. Note that the dining room that the family used and the slaves used are 2 completely different rooms. When John and Eliza's last child passed away, their other family members weren't willing to let go of the house. 2 grandchildren decided to preserve the house. They decided that the best way to do this would be to make the mansion a charitable corporate. Less than a month after that, something tragic happened to the mansion. Arsonists set fire to the house. You may be thinking, what is an arsonist? An arsonist is someone who sets fire to property unlawfully. Luckily, the fire department was able to put out the fire in time to save the house. Around 1990, the Bellamy Mansion was donated to the preservation of North Carolina. The PNC then began extensive interior restoration, meaning that they redid the house to make it look like it did before the fire. Talk about human interaction, another one of our 5 themes of geography. The restorations were completed by 1994, and ever since then, the house has been open to the public as a museum. To this day, people still hold events there and come from all over the world to visit. Here are some other photos that I thought would be nice to share. These pictures of the Bellamy family actually hang in the mansion today. One of my favorite parts about the Bellamy Mansion is the 5th story. It's not really a story, but you can climb all the way up to the 5th floor to have a view of downtown Wilmington. Here are some extra photos of a wedding being held at the Bellamy Mansion. Here's the outdoor set up for the wedding. And here's a photo of me and one of my best friends at the Bellamy Mansion for a formal. So what did we learn? We talked about location, place, region, and human interaction. How have human rights evolved since the 1800s? Are there slaves now? No. We've learned that the Bellamy Mansion is a historic site and how the Bellamy is used today. Thank you for watching.